Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video, and today we're gonna look at the god who, with not even a great rotation, at least link-wise for him, 200k defense. We have our boy EZA Physical Cooler. I'm thinking that this cooler is likely going to be the best EZA in the game. That's kind of what I'm thinking about this physical cooler. He does seem like he is going to be best EZA TUR, of course. He is going to be an absolute monster. He has a crazy link set. He's doing a lot of damage with his passive. His stats are obviously ridiculous. His sticker looks pretty good as well. Alright, so with Turles, right? So we would have Thirst for Conquest, Big Bad Bosses, and Fierce Battle. And then with Super Boo here, we would get Metamorphosis as well. Not bad. 218k defense. All right, let's go ahead and start with Super Boo like this. All right, let's see how much damage Cooler wants to give us turn 1. I guess this turn is fine for Cooler turn 1. We do have 4 out of 7 links active, but we have 80% attack and defensive support, right? Super Boo gives 50% to Extreme Physical, and then we have Turles who gives 30% to Terrifying Conquerors. One reason I do think that this cooler could be better than the Super Saiyan 4s or possibly compete with them. Oh! So, here's the thing, right? You see like the 4.3 million attack stat right there? Now keep in mind, he builds up. He needs to do 10 attacks to be fully built up, number 1. Number 2, with our boy Cooler, right? Whereas, like, you know, we could see Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta sort of, like, break that attack stat. Like they'll be higher, like, turn 1. Right, with the right situation, right setup, and stuff like that. But Cooler has guaranteed additionals built in, which is just going to be absolutely crazy with him. Again, I'm thinking Cooler really could surpass the Super Saiyan 4s as the best EZ in the game. I need to see more of him. I'm going to want to use him on a bunch of different teams, a bunch of different setups before I could say it for sure. But so far, the numbers on him are looking pretty good to me. Like a 4 million attacks right there. Like, sure, that was a lot of support, but remember, he's able to build up quite a bit. You know, we could very easily, in like 3 turns or so, do like a triple 6 million attack stat super while he's rocking 300k defense, right? Like the Super Saiyan 4s can't do that. Like Cooler can. And the Super Saiyan 4s, I mean, Goku is on a lot of category teams. Vegeta, they are on a bunch of category teams now. Especially with, what's it called, being added into the game, the GT Hero team. But Cooler, likewise, is also on a hell of a lot of teams, right? Like, if we take a look at it, Cooler is on many teams, including many top-tier teams, right? Movie Bosses, he's on Transformation Boost, Wicked Bloodline, Terrifying Conquer, Target Goku, Final Trump Card, Space Traveling Warrior, and Planetary Destruction. By the way, this is a massive buff to the Movie Boss category team, right? Because we got the Golden Frieza's on there, we have normal Cooler on there, the Metal Cooler's on there, right? So, I mean, this cooler is, like, Movie Boss is just starting to get there, right? Because we've already had several Movie Boss EZA units just within the last several months, right? STR Janemba, AGL Tapion, this cooler, along with some of these summonable LRs and shit like that. That Movie Bosses is getting sick. I told people that they were going to turn Movie Bosses, 253k defense, by the way. They're going to turn Movie Bosses into a, I think, premium, legitimate team by the time, whatchamacallit, the 2022 Dragon Ball Super movie comes out. So I do think they're going to go absolutely hardcore. Oh my god. 5.57 now. And again, that's only his first super. He easily could have done a double and triple super right there. So Cooler, his defense is like very quickly going to surpass what the LR Super Saiyan, or what the Super Saiyan 4s are able to do, right? Like, that's one of the big things so far that I'm seeing with this cooler is his defensive levels, right? Like, maybe, like, I think you could potentially say, like, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, right? Certainly could out-damage Cooler turn 1, but, I mean, again, Cooler's got the built-in additionals. A lot of people will say that, like, his EZA is underwhelming and stuff like that, but, I mean, I just don't see it, right? The thing about Cooler is he was already so well designed when he first came out, such a balanced unit with an amazing link set who only got better after the link level update system. Cooler didn't honestly even need that much, right? Like, people have to understand, like, I feel like a lot of people get too caught up in, like, what these EZA's passives and stuff are, and forget about the fact that the units, right, you know, they go up from SA10 to SA15, right? That, you know, adds quite a bit of damage right here. You know, you get the extra levels, which gives you the extra stats. I mean, Cooler legitimately has summonable LR attacks, like an attack stat right now, right, with 11,000 defense. So here's at 261k. Now, Cooler and Garlic Jr. are going to work really well, by the way. I think Garlic Jr., yeah, is much better defensively than STR Cooler. At least before STR Cooler would transform, I guess. So, like, Garlic Jr. is, you could legitimately run him and Cooler as a rotation. Like, that absolutely does work, right? But we're going to go ahead and use Garlic Jr. as a floater right here, because, again, the two Coolers share everything except for shocking speed. That's the last link right there that he does not have. And what does this Cooler have instead? What is that, Nightmare I think he's got? All right, so let's just go ahead and let Cooler dominate right here. Goku is likely dead. The other thing, too, I saw is that a lot of people wanted, like, you know, guaranteed crits against, like, Saiyans and stuff like that. But, again, I just think that this unit was so well designed back when he first came out that there's not really a lot Dokkan could have done. Even with what they did for him, I still think he's probably the best EZA in the game, right? So, like, if they had given him anything else, like, he's towering over the rest. Because I'm looking at him turn 1. I feel like I'm comfortable saying he's better than Int UI Goku, and I really think he's better than Super Saiyan 4 Goku. So, I mean, from the numbers I'm seeing in this showcase, I'm definitely comfortable putting Cooler as the #1 EZA TUR. I'm, again, very comfortable sort of saying that. Because he's not just doing one thing, right? It's the attack and the defense, the amazing link set, right? Like, this Cooler is going to work amazing with Janemba, Bojack, Turles, like, all of these characters. They're doing a good job with the movie bosses team. My only criticism and complaint, you guys will know, I've been, you know, talking about it over and over and over, is how stupid it is that they shafted Garlic Jr. out of the movie bosses category. I hate that. I hate that. Because even though it's not him from the movie, he's still the sequel to the movie bosses villain. All right, so now Cooler's at 300k defense. I would consider that pretty good. Again, we saw what links he's got. He's got basically everything active except for Shocking Speed. Shocking Speed would give him a little bit more defense. This God Goku, even if he super attacks, is doing like nothing to Cool. Let me see. 6.73. Yeah. These numbers are starting to get pretty wonky. I would love if you would give me additional supers, though. We have not yet even seen him double super in this video. Because, like, that's where things will get really crazy for Cooler, is, you know, if he decides, oh, I'm just going to go ahead and double super, I'm going to go ahead and triple super. You know, 7 million attack stats. Like, Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta literally cannot compete with that at all. Like, that's not, they're not able to, right? And then Cooler has better defense than them as well. So, I don't know. I'm pretty sure they made that boy pretty goddamn good, basically, is what I would say. This is working out perfect, too. Do we have Cooler's full passive built up? I think we might need one more attack, and he'll have his full passive built up. Because, again, he gets 120% attack and defense at the start of turn. He launches an additional that has a medium chance of being a super. That's, of course, a 30% chance. And then he gets another 8% attack and defense with every attack performed, right? So, again, 10 attacks will get him his maximum sort of buff, right? 340k defense. He just keeps going. I am thoroughly impressed. I am very impressed with what we're seeing from this Cooler, too. 7.49, huh? Okay. You want to give me an additional super? No? I think I'll do one more turn, but, yeah. Cooler is an animal. 7.5 million attack stat this guy does. They really created a monster here. This is a huge buff, again, to a lot of these teams, movie bosses and stuff like that. the thing about this Cooler, too, is that Shocking Speed is a link that'll go over well over on that Movie Boss's team. Maybe if you even wanted to run Beerus, right? Like, that would definitely work, although Beerus doesn't work the best with a lot of those major Movie Boss's units. That's the only thing. Alright, let me just go ahead and... I'm just going to quickly use a Dende right here. I don't want to get finished off. I'm also going to go ahead and use Cooler's passive, or excuse me, his active skill, so we can finish this Goku off guaranteed. Remember, LR Turles is still a monster himself in his own right? I don't have another Turles with him, so he doesn't, like, he's not going to be at his absolute best, his absolute zenith, but this Turles is still absolutely a dynamo. Alright, again, so we'll do one more attack stat next turn with our boy Cooler, and then we'll finish up. So let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think Cooler is better than the, EZA TUR Super Saiyan 4s? Personally, from what I'm seeing, I do. Because I think Cooler's performance will be similar to the Super Saiyan 4s in, like, Battlefield and Super Battle Road, like, turn 1 type events. But the longer the event goes on, I think the bigger the gap gets between Cooler and the Super Saiyan 4s. Right? Like, Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta, they have their, like, sort of, like, building up super attack effects. They're not bad in long events. But Cooler is actually, like, God. And, like, once you get, like his passive fully built up, like, it's insane. Alright, this is a perfect test. I'm not concerned about SCRUI Goku either. Because we have 362k defense. Again, this should be Cooler with his full passive built up. Again, we have 6 out of 7 links active. We're getting, what, 70% attack and defensive support, 40 from Garlic Jr., and then 30 from Cooler. This will do damage, but we're not going to die, because his normals are going to do double-digit damage. Yep, very good, very impressive. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think of him. Again, I'm comfortable with, right there with that 8 million attack stat right there. I'm comfortable putting Cooler above the Super Saiyan 4s, and I'm also comfortable putting him above the, Int UI Goku. I am. Because, like, double, like, attack stats on that level, doing this amount of damage, Cooler is just a disgusting, nasty, filthy, rabid animal. So, I mean, if you're on Global, give him premium quips, give him your, get him link leveled, all that shit. Because Cooler is, a gargantuan tower of power. Is what I call this Cooler. And it also is sick. I do like his sticker as well. So, let me know what you guys think. I do think he's the best EZA TUR in the game right now. I think he's healthily better than the Super Saiyan 4's Physical Vegito Blue in UI Goku. Cooler is outstanding to me.